Hello everyone, and welcome back to English Simplified, the place where we make English easy, fun, and possible for every single learner. I'm Jack.
And I am Rose. Hello everyone. So glad you are here with us today. Jack, you look very energetic today. What happened?
I do, because today's topic is one that I am very passionate about, Rose. Today, we are talking about how to speak English fluently with just 10 minutes of practice a day and how to build the self-discipline to actually do it.
Oh, this is such an important topic. So many people want to speak English fluently, but they feel like they need hours and hours every day to improve. And that stops them before they even start.
Exactly. They think, I don't have time, or they try for 3 days and then stop. Sound familiar, everyone?
Very familiar. But before we get into all of that, a quick message from us. If you watched our last 2 episodes, one about daily routines and one about past tense in English, we hope you loved them. Links are in the description below. Go check them out after this.
And if this is your first time here, welcome to English Simplified. Please subscribe to the channel right now so you never miss an episode. Hit that notification bell too.
And if today's episode helps you even a little bit, please give it a thumbs up and leave us a comment. Tell us your biggest challenge with speaking English. We read every single comment, and we truly love hearing from you.
Okay, let's get into it. Rose, be honest. Were you always good at building habits and discipline, or did you struggle too?
Oh, I struggled. Let me tell you a story. When I first started learning a second language, not English actually, it was Spanish, I was so motivated on day 1. I bought notebooks, I downloaded apps, I made a beautiful study schedule.
Sounds very organized. So what happened?
Day 1, perfect. Day 2, pretty good. Day 3, I missed it a little. Day 5, I completely forgot. By the end of the second week, the beautiful notebook had 0 Spanish in it and a coffee stain on the cover. A coffee stain, the enemy of all language learners. Exactly. I had 0 self-discipline at the beginning, and I think so many people feel this way not just with English, but with any new habit they try to build.
I nod. I had the same experience when I first tried to exercise regularly. I told myself, okay, every morning, 30 minutes. Day 1, great. Day 2, fine. Day 3, my bed felt very comfortable, and 30 minutes became 0 minutes.
The bed always wins in the beginning.
Always. But here is the thing, and this is the most important point of today's episode. The problem was not laziness. The problem was that I was starting too big.
What do you mean by starting too big?
I mean, when we want to build a new habit, we always set a big goal first. I will study English for 1 hour every day. I will exercise for 30 minutes every morning. I will read 10 pages every night. And these goals sound great, but they are actually too heavy for the very beginning.
Because when life gets busy, when you are tired after work, when something unexpected happens, a big goal is the first thing you drop. You miss one day, then you feel guilty, then you miss another day, and soon the habit is completely gone.
But if your goal is just 10 minutes, just 10 small minutes, it is almost impossible to say no to that. Even on your busiest, most exhausting day, you can find 10 minutes.
And this is the science of building habits. Small, consistent actions repeated every day are infinitely more powerful than big, irregular bursts of effort. 10 minutes every single day beats 2 hours once a week, every time.
And this is exactly how it applies to speaking English. You do not need to sit down for a long study session every day. You just need 10 focused, intentional minutes of English speaking practice. And over time, those 10 minutes will completely transform your speaking.
So let's talk practically. What can you actually do in 10 minutes that will genuinely help your English speaking? Jack, what do you think is the most powerful 10-minute habit?
I think the number one most powerful thing you can do in 10 minutes is talk to yourself out loud in English. I know that sounds a little strange, talking to yourself, but it is incredibly effective.
Tell us more. What do you mean exactly?
Every morning, I spend about 5 to 10 minutes just speaking English out loud to myself. I describe what I did yesterday, I talk about my plans for today, I narrate small things I can see around me. I woke up at 7, I had coffee, today I need to go to the supermarket. The weather looks cold outside.
And this works because speaking out loud forces your brain to actually produce language, not just understand it, but create it in real time. It's completely different from reading or listening.
Exactly. And the great thing is, there's no pressure. No one is judging you, no one is listening. You can make mistakes, stop, restart, try a different word. It's the safest speaking practice you can do.
I do something very similar, but I call it my morning mirror talk. Every morning when I brush my teeth or do my hair, I look in the mirror and I speak English for 5 minutes. Sometimes I pretend I'm introducing myself to someone new. Sometimes I talk about my feelings. Sometimes I describe my morning routine.
Morning mirror talk. I love that name. And it costs absolutely nothing and takes 0 extra time, because you're already standing at the mirror anyway.
Exactly. That's the secret of building habits. Attach the new habit to something you already do. This is called habit stacking. You already brush your teeth every morning, so attach your English speaking practice to that moment.
Can you give more examples of habit stacking for English practice?
Of course. While you drink your morning coffee or tea, listen to an English podcast. While you walk to work or sit on the bus, shadow an English speaker, meaning repeat what they say out loud. While you cook dinner, put on an English show and really listen to how native speakers talk.
While you wash the dishes, describe what you're doing in English out loud. I am washing the plate. The water is warm. I am putting the dish on the rack. Very simple, very effective.
That is brilliant. You're basically turning your kitchen into an English classroom.
Exactly. No expensive courses needed. Just your kitchen, your dishes, and 10 minutes of speaking English to yourself.
But let's also talk about the self-discipline side, because knowing what to do is one thing. Actually doing it every day is the real challenge. Jack, what helped you build discipline when you were first building a new habit?
For me, the biggest game changer was the idea of never miss twice. You will miss a day. Life happens. You get sick, you get busy, something unexpected comes up. That is completely normal and completely fine.
And the never miss twice rule means what exactly?
It means missing one day is an accident. Missing 2 days in a row is the start of a new habit, the habit of not practicing. So the rule is simple. You can miss one day, but never 2 days in a row. The very next day, no matter what, you come back.
That is such a powerful mindset, because so many people miss one day and then feel so guilty that they give up completely. But with never miss twice, one missed day is just a small bump, not the end of the road.
Exactly. Progress is not a straight line. It goes up, then maybe a little down, then back up again. The important thing is the general direction, forward.
Another thing that really helped me with self-discipline was tracking my progress. I have a very simple habit tracker, just a small notebook where every day I tick a box if I did my English practice. Seeing a long line of ticks feels so satisfying.
And seeing an empty box feels terrible enough that you don't want to create another one.
Exactly. It is a very simple psychological trick, but it genuinely works. You start protecting your streak, your unbroken chain of daily practice, because you don't want to break it.
Nice. You can use an app for this too. There are many habit tracking apps that send you reminders and show your streak. Whatever keeps you accountable, use it.
And accountability is the next big point. Having someone else who knows about your goal makes you so much more likely to follow through. Even just telling one friend, I'm going to practice English speaking for 10 minutes every day this month, makes it more real.
Agreed, because now someone else knows, and you don't want to tell them you gave up after 3 days.
No one wants to make that phone call.
Exactly. So tell someone, post about it, write it in our comments below. I'm going to practice English for 10 minutes every day. We will be your accountability partners.
Yes, write it in the comments and we will cheer for you. And in a month, come back and tell us how it went. We genuinely want to know.
Now, let's actually practice some English speaking together right now, because this is English Simplified, and we don't just talk about learning English, we do it.
I love this. Let's do a speaking exercise that everyone can do at home. Jack, give us a question and we'll both answer it so listeners can hear natural English answers and then try answering themselves.
Okay, question 1. What is one thing you want to improve about yourself this year, and why?
One thing I want to improve this year is my cooking skills. I'm already a decent cook, but I want to learn to cook food from different countries. I want to make Thai food, Mexican food, Japanese food. I think cooking is a beautiful way to understand different cultures. So I bought a recipe book last weekend, and I already tried one new recipe. It was a Thai green curry, and it went really well.
That was a perfect natural answer. Notice how Rose gave a clear answer, then explained why, and then added a small personal story to make it interesting and real. Now you try. Pause this episode right now and answer the question out loud. What is one thing you want to improve about yourself this year, and why? Speak for 30 seconds, even if it feels difficult. Just try.
Don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just speak. That is the whole point.
Okay, my answer. One thing I want to improve this year is my morning routine. I have a terrible habit of pressing snooze too many times. I want to wake up earlier, maybe at 6:30, and use that quiet morning time to read or exercise or just think clearly before the day gets busy. I tried it last week for 3 days, and honestly, I felt so much better and more productive on those days.
3 days? That is a start, Jack. Keep going.
I am trying. Okay, question 2, Rose. Give us another question.
Question 2. Tell me about a time when you tried something new and it was difficult at first, but you kept going. What happened?
Oh, great question. For me, it was learning to cook. When I first moved into my own apartment, I had never really cooked for myself. The first week, I ate toast every single day. Then I decided I needed to learn at least 5 basic meals. The first time I tried to make an omelet, it turned into scrambled eggs. The first time I tried pasta, I overcooked it completely. Rose knows this story. But I kept trying, and now I can make maybe 10 or 12 different things reasonably well. It took about 3 months of trying, failing, and trying again.
And that is such a perfect example of self-discipline, not giving up after a bad first attempt. And this is exactly the same with English speaking. Your first attempts will feel awkward, you will search for words, you will make grammar mistakes. That is completely normal. That is how learning works.
The people who become fluent are not the people who were naturally talented. They're the people who kept going when it was uncomfortable. They kept speaking even when it felt embarrassing. They kept practicing even when they weren't perfect.
Now you try question 2. Pause and answer out loud. Tell me about a time when you tried something new and it was difficult at first, but you kept going. Use past tense, use details, add a little story. Speak for 1 minute if you can.
And if you want an extra challenge, record yourself answering these questions on your phone. Then listen back. You will notice your own mistakes, your own strong points, and you will see your progress over time.
Recording yourself is honestly one of the most powerful and most underused English speaking tools. It feels awkward at first. Everyone hates hearing their own voice, but it gives you information that no teacher can give you because it shows you exactly how you really sound.
I recorded myself speaking English 3 years ago and played it back recently. The difference is remarkable. I could hear clearly how much I had improved. My pronunciation, my fluency, my confidence. It was actually really motivating.
That is such a great point. Progress can feel invisible when you're in the middle of it, but when you look back after weeks or months, you can clearly see how far you have come.
So, let's quickly summarize today's key lessons, everyone. First, you do not need hours every day to improve your English. 10 focused minutes is enough if you do it consistently every single day.
Second, talk to yourself out loud in English. Morning mirror talk, narrating your day, describing what you see around you. It is free, it is private, and it is one of the most effective speaking practices you can do.
Third, use habit stacking. Attach your English practice to something you already do every day. Morning coffee, your commute, washing dishes, brushing your teeth. No extra time needed.
Fourth, follow the never miss twice rule. Missing one day is fine. Missing 2 days in a row is where habits die. Always come back the very next day.
Fifth, track your progress. A simple habit tracker, an app, or just ticks in a notebook. Protect your streak. Make yourself accountable.
And sixth, record yourself speaking. Listen back. Watch yourself improve over time. Use that progress as fuel to keep going.
And most importantly, start today. Not Monday, not next month. Today, right now. After this episode ends, speak English out loud for 10 minutes. That is your only homework.
And tell us in the comments, what is your 10-minute English habit going to be? Morning mirror talk? Speaking to yourself while cooking? Recording your voice? Tell us. We want to know.
And if this episode was helpful, please like it, share it with a friend who is learning English, and subscribe to English Simplified for more episodes just like this one every week.
Also, don't forget to watch our previous episodes. We talked about daily routines and how to use past tense in English. Both are perfect for beginners and intermediate learners. Links are in the description below.
Thank you so much for spending these minutes with us today. Every minute you invest in your English is a gift to your future self.
See you in the next episode. Keep practicing, keep going, and always remember, fluent English is not a talent, it is a habit.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, you are doing amazing.